welcome back. This is part 2 of a part 6 mini-series put on by Itasca Waters. In this mini-series, we're here at the Beiers greenhouse in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, looking at some of their native plants that they offer and talking about the different characteristics and advantages of growing native plants on your property. In the last video, we looked at blue vervain. In this video, we're going to be looking at this guy, which is called Boneset. So follow along, enjoy the video, like and subscribe, and let's begin. So as I mentioned, we are going to be talking about this plant today. This plant is called Boneset. It is a member of the aster family. And this plant, like native plants, is going to be found in wet meadows, marshes, ditches, and moist pastures. So that means that it likes growing in moist, peaty, mineral-rich soils. It's not really going to be a fan of clay soils or strongly acidic soils. So if you're considering the Boneset, you might want to just kind of look at the pH of your soil just to make sure it's not too acidic. That being said, let's take a look at some of the different characteristics of the Boneset plant. So, as far as the plant's height goes, it can grow anywhere from 2 to 3 feet depending on conditions. As you can see, the first thing you're going to notice with the Boneset are its leaves. Okay, so its leaves are going to be wrinkly, opposite, and joined. And it almost looks like the stem appears to grow straight through them. And the next characteristic is the stems kind of look fuzzy. So they look a little fuzzy. And as we travel up the stem and up the leaves, we're going to come to the top of the Boneset plant. And at the top, you're going to notice it's going to have these flat clusters of flowers. And typically it's going to have numerous flowers. The flowers are going to be white. And it's going to bloom anywhere between July and October. So a nice long span. This plant, the Boneset, is a great late nectar provider. So if you're looking to increase the availability of nectar to pollinators for your pollinator garden or pollinator plants, this is actually a great option because it blooms well into October. It's going to be a good late source of nectar for butterflies, bees, and other insects. So a great choice. The next characteristics is it also provides cover for amphibians, reptiles, and small mammals. So if you're looking to help out the local amphibian population, the Boneset is a great option to include on your property. So those are all of the characteristics of the Boneset plant. Like I said, just a quick recap. It's a great late pollinator, provides cover for reptiles, amphibians, and smaller mammals. It doesn't like acidic soil, so if you have acidic soil, it might not be a good choice, but it does enjoy wet soil, moist mineral soils, and peaty soils. So that is the Boneset in a nutshell. A great native plant alternative to have on your property. And like other native plants, it's going to have advantages such that it is adapted to its local climate and soil conditions. So it's not going to require as much water, it's not going to require fertilizing, and you're not really going to have to worry about applying pesticides, which is always a good thing with native plants. It also has a nice root system, and this root system is going to help reduce erosion, reduce runoff, which therefore reduces flooding, and it's just going to help increase the soil's capacity to grow water, not grow water, but hold water. So that is the Boneset plant in a nutshell. Thank you again for tuning in to part 2 of our part 6 series. As mentioned before, these videos are going to be dropped every Tuesday and Thursday for the next 3 weeks. I'm going to include information about Itasca Waters, our webpage, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm also going to include the website link to the Beiers Greenhouse. Beiers Greenhouse has been very welcoming for Itasca Waters and generous in letting us come to their location to film the native plants. So if you're in the Grand Rapids area or in Itasca County, consider giving Beiers Greenhouse a visit. So as always, thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this video informative, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you and have a great day.